Hey there, welcome to the channel. My name is James, and here at 20th and 21st Movies, we're about all things cinema. And in this video, we're about all things 1990s cinema because my friend Tim over at Tim Talks Talkies has issued a community challenge where he's asking people to submit their top 25 favorite films from the 1990s. And so he is in the process of combining or compiling all of the community's submissions of their top 25 films from the 1990s. And he is planning to do a live stream in April with the results of that compilation. So if you submit your top 25 favorite films from the 90s to him, I believe by the end of March, he's going to compile those results and present his official compilation of the community's results. So I want to go ahead and throw my name in the hat here, or throw get my 2 cents worth in, if you would. And I've put together my top 25 films here, as you can see, and I am going to rank these from 25 down to 1. I will say that my top 5 are truly my top 5. When you get from 25 to 6, those can be interchanged pretty easily depending on what side of the bed I roll out of on a particular day. But the top 5 for me are pretty solid. But let's go ahead and start off with my number 25. And that is a film that's on Blu-ray that I would love to see come out on 4K. It stars Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones. Just a wonderful film based on the hit TV series, The Fugitive. This is The Fugitive. Wonderful film. I love this movie from 1993. It's Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones. Wonderful, wonderful film. Love that. It's been a long time since I've seen The Fugitive, but it's just a great film from the 1990s. It's from 1993. The next film, my number 24 film, is a film I don't have on physical media, but it started the wonderful career of M. Night Shyamalan. It is The Sixth Sense from 1999, starring the wonderful Bruce Willis. Prayers out to Mr. Willis and his family. Haley Joel Osment, and Toni Collette. Just an absolutely amazing film. I love The Sixth Sense. Great story, beautifully executed. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to say anything else about it because I would spoil it, but it's a great film you ought to check out. The Sixth Sense from 1999, M. Night Shyamalan's feature film debut. That is my number 24. Number 23 is this amazing film, Show Me the Money, Show Me the Money, said Cuba Gooding Jr. on his way to an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in Jerry Maguire, Tom Cruise. Wonderful film. Love this movie. At number 22 is a film that recently came out on the Criterion Collection starring Denzel Washington and Sarita Chowdhury in this great film directed by Mira Nair, Mississippi Masala. This film is from 1991. At number 21 on my list is the Clint Eastwood Vehicle, starring him, Gene Hackman, Morgan Freeman, and Richard Harris. Clint Eastwood directed this film. It won 4 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Unforgiven. Unforgiven. I mean, Unforgiven has to be on this list. I mean, there's no way it can't be on this list. The next item on my list, number 20, making the top 20 for me, is the film from James Cameron. Of course, he crushed it at the box office with his latest Avatar film, but he crushed it in the box office with Titanic back in 1997. Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate Winslet, just wonderful. Jack and Rose, the wonderful song by Celine Dion. I mean, need I say more? Amazing film, amazing film. The 19 position goes to one of the tentpole releases of the decade, one of the greatest action adventure films of all time. And I just wish that it got a physical media release that would rise to the level of the worthiness of this amazing film called Terminator 2 Judgment Day. This is 19 on my list. Arnold Schwarzenegger, just a great film. I mean, I don't need to say anything else about that one. The next one on my list is one of my favorite, might be my top 2 or 3 favorite Star Trek films. It is number 18 for me, and it is a film directed by, I believe, Leonard Nimoy. It is Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. I love this film. It's so good. It's like a detective story aboard a starship. Just wonderful. wonderful. It's got diplomacy in it, has references to 1970s American history. Just wonderful. Love this movie. This is a film that I absolutely love. It is from creator Mike Judge. It makes me laugh. Being someone that has worked in the corporate America space, I absolutely love this film from 1999, and it is Office Space. Gotta love this film. Love Office Space. In the number 16 spot is a film that is in the Criterion Collection, starring Michael Douglas and Sean Penn in this David Fincher masterpiece, and it is The Game. Love this movie. I love The Game. This is a great addition from Criterion. I would love for this to get a new 4K release. That would be awesome. The Game. Love The Game. Another film from 1999, joining The Sixth Sense, is this great film from the Wachowskis, starring Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, and Carrie-Anne Moss. This series should have stopped with this original, The Matrix. Masterpiece of a film, amazing film. I love The Matrix. What is The Matrix? I cannot tell you what The Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself. Love this film. The Matrix, that is number 15. All right, at number 14, might be my favorite of Quentin Tarantino's films, but actually it's not. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my top 2 to 3 favorites. It is up there for me. And it stars Pam Grier, Robert De Niro, Michael Keaton, Samuel L. Jackson, Jackie Brown. Jackie Brown. It opens up with that song Across 110th Street from Bobby Womack. Man, one of the best opening songs. Just fantastic. I love it. Love it. Love that one. That is number 14. Now, number 13 is another addition from Criterion. It is from director Bill Duke. It stars Lawrence Fishburne and Jeff Goldblum. It is a film from 1992, and it is Deep Cover. Love this movie, Deep Cover. And I love the cover of this Criterion edition. It's fantastic. All right, so we are down to our top 12, our top dozen. And at number 12 is this film that got a killer release from Arrow Video last year in 2022. It is a film that is, what year did it come out? 1998. And it just stars this incredible cast. I absolutely love this film. It is Wild Things. I love this film. It is so freaking awesome. John McNaughton. This is just an incredible film. Denise Richards, Matt Dillon, Kevin Bacon, Neve Campbell. Absolutely amazing movie. And this release from Arrow Video on 4K Ultra HD, this limited edition, rocks. Fantastic. The picture looks great. Looks wonderful on 4K Ultra HD. All right, at number 11 is a wonderful serial killer thriller starring Sigourney Weaver and Holly Hunter. Copycat. Love this movie. From 1995, great film. I love Sigourney Weaver in this. Holly Hunter is great in this. This is a great film, folks. If you have not seen Copycat, check it out. We are now in the top 10. And at number 10 is a super cool and sexy movie that really launched a career for George Clooney, that really just put him in that movie star mode. And Jennifer Lopez, they are electric on screen together. I did a 4K Ultra HD review of this new Kino Lorber release, About a Sight. It's a great film from the 1990s. Steven Soderbergh, great film. Love that film. One of my absolute favorite Coen brothers films is my number 9 film, starring Frances McDormand. And it is a thriller by Joel and Ethan Coen. Just a great film. A lot can happen in the middle of nowhere, and a lot can happen in Fargo. So, love this film. That's my number 9. Number 8 is a film that I recently did a review on the Criterion 4K Ultra HD release that just came out of Richard Linklater's 1993 film, Dazed and Confused. This has early performances from so many up-and-coming young stars, including Ben Affleck, Matthew McConaughey, Parker Posey. Great film. I love this movie. It's like hanging out with kids who are wrapping up another year of school, kids about to become seniors in high school, kids leaving middle school to come into high school as freshmen, and just their adventures on the last day of school and how they party on through that night. So love this movie, Dazed and Confused, and it looks amazing on this new 4K Ultra HD. At number 7 is another new 4K Ultra HD that had some controversy when it came out last year, but is still a perfectly fine 4K Ultra HD picture, even though it is a bit dark. And it is the film that stars Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, Michael Mann's Heat. Great film, folks. The diner scene there between Pacino and De Niro, fantastic. Love this movie. At number 6 is a film that stars Jeff Bridges as the dude and John Goodman, and it is The Big Lebowski. Number 6, another Coen Brothers film. Love it. This film is so funny, and Jeff Bridges is legendary as the dude, man. I mean, he's the dude, okay? And now we are in my top 5. So now we're in my top 5, and these films are truly my top 5 right here. Now, I feel pretty solid about these top 5 because these are films that I can confidently say, okay, these other films, they're in my 6 through 25, and they can slide up and down that scale. But these films here that I'm about to present are truly the ones that are in my top 5. And I feel pretty good about the rankings that I'm going to present right here. All right. So at number 5 for me is a film that stars Tom Hanks in this Steven Spielberg film. It stars Tom Hanks, Matt Damon, Tom Sizemore, who recently passed away, is in this film. It is Saving Private Ryan. Just amazing film. Saving Private Ryan is one of the greatest war movies of all time. It has that legendary opening sequence, and it is just a beautiful, beautiful story, well executed by Steven Spielberg. Another film that stars Tom Hanks is coming in at my number 4, and this is on a Blu-ray disc Sapphire series, and it is Forrest Gump, Tom Hanks's Forrest Gump. I love this movie. This is just one of the great movies ever. And it's one of the best movies that came out in the 1990s. Winner of 6 Academy Awards, including Best Picture. Forrest Gump. Tom Hanks won a Best Actor Oscar for that film. We're down to our top 3. And my number 3 is the Jonathan Demme film starring Anthony Hopkins and Jodie Foster, The Silence of the Lambs, on this Criterion Collection edition. Amazing film. My number 2 film is another Quentin Tarantino movie. This is an all-star cast. John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, Amanda Plummer. You know what it is. It is Pulp Fiction, baby. Bruce Willis is in this film as well. This movie is just pop culture gold. It is amazing. The dialogue is fantastic. It is just an amazing film. And I love Pulp Fiction. And it looks great on this 4K Ultra HD disc. And then my number 1 film of the 1990s is from one of my favorite directors, Martin Scorsese. It stars Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, Ray Liotta, the late, great Ray Liotta. It is Goodfellas, baby, from 1990. This is one of the great mobster movies of all time. And I mean, another wonderful pairing of Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci, one of the great legendary pairings, acting pairings in film history. I mean, name me a better acting pair in all of film history than Robert De Niro and Joe Pesci. I challenge anyone to name a better pairing. I mean, they are just cinematic gold together, whether it's Raging Bull, whether it's Casino, Goodfellas. I mean, they are just wonderful together. And Goodfellas is just one of the greatest films of all time. And for me, my favorite film of the 1990s. So there you have it. Those are my top 25 favorite films from the 1990s. Tim, I'm going to send this list to you through Instagram. So I'll send you a DM on Instagram so you have a nice, neat list and you'll be able to compile it in your computer and do all the calculations to, crunch out your community-wide final results. But wanted to submit this poll out to the community and want to also issue and pass this challenge along to whoever else may want to do one of these lists. Feel free to submit a top 25 list to Tim Talks Talkies. I'll put a link of his video for his challenge in the description here where he lays out, what he's asking for in his challenge. But hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comment section what your favorites are from the 1990s. Submit a list over to Tim at Tim Talks Talkies, and let's keep this conversation going. Hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we'll look to see you next time at the movies. Peace.